Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain about AWS Autoscaling. Firstly, let's see what is the agenda of this video. Overview of autoscaling, key features, components of autoscaling, use cases and advantages, and what are the pricing for the autoscaling services. Firstly, let's see overview of autoscaling. AWS Autoscaling is a cloud-based service designed to help you dynamically scale resources to maintain performance and optimize costs. It's a AWS service that automatically adjusts your number of computer resources, EC2 instances, to maintain workload or the traffic. So it ensures your application are responsive by automatically adjusting capacity in response to demand, while also helping to avoid over provisioning and under provisioning of resources. So the main goal of autoscaling is ensure that your application always has enough capacity to handle incoming traffic efficiently. When a more number of users try to access your service at a time, so due to lack of capacity, the server may go get crash. So to avoid this, we can use autoscaling services. Now let's see key features of autoscaling. Firstly, dynamic scaling, predictive scaling, resource optimization, integration, monitoring, and alerts. Dynamic scaling and the predictive scaling are the two ways of autoscaling in the AWS. Firstly, let's see what is dynamic scaling. Dynamic scaling automatically adjusts the number of instances or resources based on the traffic or workload patterns. So it is automatically adjust the number of instances or resources in a real-time based traffic or the workload pattern. So uh, if your website suddenly gets a lot of visitors, it can add more resources to keep things running smoothly. When traffic drops, it removes the unnecessary resources to save the cost. Uh, for example, imagine a shopping site automatically adds the servers during a flash sale and scale them down the afterward. Now let's see what is predictive scaling. It uses machine learning models to forecast future traffic patterns. Instead of reacting to demand spikes, so it prepare for them by predicting when and how much scaling will be needed. So, for example, if your analytical show the traffic peaks every morning at 9 a.m., so predictive scaling ensure the right resources are ready beforehand. Resource optimization balance performance and cost by automatically scaling down resources during low demand periods. It balances the performance and cost by scaling down resources during the periods of low demand while ensuring enough capacity during the peak times. So it save the money by not running unnecessary resources and keep your application available and responsive during the busy time. Integration. It works seamlessly with other AWS resources like Amazon EC2 or ECS, DynamoDB, Aurora, and Spot Fleets like that. So it, uh, you can scale various type of workloads, web applications, databases, containers, etc. like that from a single service. Imagine if your application uses a database. Autoscaling ensure both the server and database scale together for consistent performance. Monitoring and alerts leverages Amazon CloudWatch to monitor performance metrics. So it ensure your application performance well without interventions. Alert you about potential issues before they impact users. Example, if a server's CPU usage exceed 80%, so auto scaling can be automatically add a new instance, and CloudWatch send alerts to notifying you. Now let's see components of auto scaling. First one is scaling plan, second one scaling policies, third one scaling groups, and fourth one launch templates or configurations. Firstly, let's see scaling plans. You can define scaling policies to optimize performance, cost, or a balance of both. So, it define how scaling should happen to optimize your performance, reduce cost, or strike the balance between the two. So, you can use predefined metrics like CPU usage, or create custom metrics like a request count per second to decide when and how to scale. It provides a flexibility to focus on the that's what's most important for your application, like speed, cost saving, or a mix of both. Second one is scaling policies. Target tracking scaling automatically adjust the resources, maintain a specific matrix. Example like CPU utilization. So it define the specific rules for scaling your resources, like adjust your resources to maintain the target matrix, like keep CPU usage at 50%. Step scaling adjust capacity in response to step changes in matrix. So it scales the resources based on the predefined schedules, like add three server every day at 8 p.m. When the traffic usually increase. So it offers flexibility to respond to both the real-time changes like a target tracking or step scaling, and predictable patterns like schedule scaling. Scaling groups. A group of resources that AWS auto scaling manages together, such as EC2 instances, in auto scaling groups. So it's a collections of resources like EC2 instances and manage it as a unit. So it ensures all the resources in a group are treated consistently and automatically replace the unhealthy instances to maintain their reliability. Example, a group of instances running in a web application can scale up or down together based on the traffic. Launch template or configuration. Specify the configuration for new instance, such as AMI, instance type, key pairs, and security groups. So define how the new instances are set up when they are launched by autoscaling. So it's specifying setting like a machine image, Amazon machine image, instance type, security groups, and key pairs. So the launch templates are more flexible and advanced than the launch configuration. So it ensure all the new instances are created consistently with the required configuration. Example, if you're scaling a web application, the template ensure every new instances has the same software and the security rules. So these are all components make AWS scaling a powerful, flexible tool for the managing resources efficiently while meeting performance and cost goals. Now let's see what are the use cases of the AWS Autoscaling. Firstly, web application, batch processing, e-commerces, microservices, and containers. Firstly, let's see web application. Automatically add EC2 instances during traffic surges to handle more users. So when many users visit your website, autoscaling automatically add the more server like EC2 instances to handle the extra traffic. When fewer users are online, so like late night, it reduce the number of servers to save the money. So your website stay fast and responsive for the user, and you don't pay a server you don't need. Batch processing. Scale out, process large datasets quickly, and reduce resources once the job is complete. So if you need to process large amount of data, generating reports or analyzing logs, the auto scaling adds more servers to finish the job faster. Once the task is complete or done, it remove the extra server to minimize the cost. I can process the data quickly without keeping expensive resources running all the time. E-commerce. E-commerce handle traffic spikes during even like Black Friday or flash sales, and maintain application responsiveness regardless of demand fluctuation. So during the big sales event like a Black Friday or flash sales, autoscaling add more resources to manage the surge in customers. After the sale, it scale down to match the normal traffic level. So your store remain fast and reliable during the busy time. So the customer have the smooth shopping experience, and you can save the money when traffic is low. Microservices and the containers. Scale ECS task definition or Kubernetes pods automatically based on the CPU or memory usage. So, for application using microservices or containers like a Docker, and auto scaling adjust the number of tasks or pods based on the resources usage, such as CPU or memory. If one service get a lot of traffic, it add more container or pod to adjust that service. So each part of your application get the resources it needs without wasting money or over provisioning. So the AWS auto scaling keeps your application responsive during the busy time, save the cost during the quiet periods, and ensure you always adjust the right amount of resources, no matter no matter the workloads. Now let's see advantages of auto scaling. Firstly, cost effective. So it saves them money by automatically managing your resources uh, based on the demands. Uh, like you can pay only what you need, and avoiding unnecessary expenses. When a fewer user are online, auto scaling reduce the number of servers, so you're not paying for the unused ones. So it use the cheaper options like spot instances or discount uh, unused capacity, and reserved instances, so you can only pay for the what you need, and it improve the performance, meet SLA, and ensure application availability by scaling resources in real time. So it keep your application running smoothly and quickly even during the high demand time. So automatically add the more resources during the traffic spikes, and to maintain the good performance, to reduce wait time for the user by making sure there are enough computing power. So it ensure a fast, reliable experience for your users and meet your service level agreement. Uh, for example, as I said before, during the flash sale, auto scaling ensure enough server are available to the users. User don't experience slow loading time or crashes, and it provide a high availability. So automatically replace failed instance to ensure system reliability. So your application always up and running even if there is a failure. So automatically replaced by failed server to keep application running. It distribute the resources across the multiple availability zones like AWS data centers. So if one zone goes down, other handles the load. Ease of management. Centralized dashboard for managing multiple scaling policies. So it simplify the resources scaling with the user-friendly tools and automations. So it contains a centralized dashboard let you manage all the scaling policies from the one place. So it built-in automation handles scaling decision for you and reducing the manual effort. So it save the time and reduce the complexity of managing infrastructure. So overall, the auto scaling help to save your money by reducing the waste during the low demand times and keep your application fast and responsive during the busy period and ensure reliability by handling failure and spreading resources across the zone and also simplify the management with automation and easy to use tools. So it's a cost-effective, performance-boosting, and a reliable way to handle your fluctuating workloads. Now let's see how the pricing R works for the AWS auto scaling. So AWS auto scaling is basically free tier service. So you have to pay for the only resources, so it scales. Example like EC2 instances, DynamoDB, and also you have to pay for the monitoring costs like CloudWatch Alarm used in the auto scaling may incur additional cost. So far, you have seen what is AWS auto scaling, what are the key features of auto scaling, key components and use cases, and what are the advantages of AWS auto scaling, and how the pricing work for the AWS auto scaling. So in the upcoming video, I will show you how to configure, how to use the AWS auto scaling. Thank you for watching this video.